Hi, my name is Ryan, and on this channel I'm going to be covering John Mayer's style, tone, and techniques. This video is going to be based on his 52 Telecaster Periscope video beginning at around 1 minute and 45 seconds. If you're unfamiliar with the video, it's down in the description. Alright, jumping right in to the first part, we're going to be up in the C sharp minor pentatonic. And the first part goes something like this. Alright, so you're going to go 9th fret, 4th string, and then to the 11th fret, 4th string. You're going to do the exact same thing on the 3rd string, except when you hit the 11th fret, slide on up to the 13th fret. Let it ring, and then drop your pinky on the 14th fret on the 2nd string. Back up to the 3rd string, 13th fret, and then middle finger down, 12th fret, 2nd string. And when you hit this note, also hit the low E 6th string with your thumb. Okay, that takes us to our first bass line. It sometimes helps when doing these bass lines to kind of move your hand closer to the bridge so you get a kind of a twangier sound. And all this bass line is open E, which could still be ringing from the previous riff, and then 3 to 4 slide on the 6th string, and then 4 to 2 on the 5th string. Okay, for the second part, it goes something like this. So you're going to start up on the blues note, 12th fret, ring finger, and slide down to the 11th fret. You're on the 3rd string. Notice I'm raking on the 2 higher strings that are muted, so you get that muted effect before you actually hit the note. And then it's 9th fret, 3rd string, pointer finger, 9th fret, 3rd string, pointer finger, and then 11th fret, ring finger, 4th string, and then 9th fret, 3rd string, pointer finger. And when you hit this note, you're also hitting the bass note again, which is the low E. A little vibrato, and the next bass line. All that is open E, and then 3 to 4 slide again on the low E, and then 2 to 2, 5th to 4th string. Okay, for the next part, he's going to slide all the way up to the 9th fret with his pointer finger on the 4th string, and then hit the 11th fret of that string, and then down a string, 9th fret, and then pre-bend on the 11th fret of the 3rd string and let out. And then land on this Jazzy chord, which you'll recognize from I'm going to find another U. He likes to use that chord up and down the neck. Later in this song you'll also see it further up the neck, but it's on the 5th string with your middle finger, 6th fret, 4th string, 7th fret, ring finger, 3rd string, 5th fret, pointer finger, and then 2nd string, pinky, 7th fret. So he just lands on the top note, and then does this pinch technique with his hands, kind of makes a motion like this, and the top 2 strings the thumb is responsible for, bottom 2 strings the pointer finger is responsible for. So it goes like this. And then he lands up here on the 14th fret of the 3rd string, adds a vibrato, and then plays it again, and then hits the 16th fret of that string. And then does this pre-quarter bend on the 9th fret of the 2nd string, and lets it out and gets off it at the same time, and then slides down to the 5th fret of the 2nd string. So. Okay, so after the bend and release and slide down to the 5th, he hits a low E, and then a quick hit on this chord. And that is just the 5th 4th, and 3rd strings. If you're not familiar with that chord, it's the same chord from Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. It's just a fancy way to play an E. And it goes from the 5th string down, pinky, 7th fret, ring finger, 6th fret, pointer finger, 4th fret, middle finger, 5th fret. You're only going to play the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. And slide on up with your thumb to the 9th fret. Alright, so after he slides up with his thumb on the top string to the 9th fret, he's going to hit the 11th with his ring on the 4th string, and then bend up on the 3rd string, 11th fret, and then back down, and then 9th fret, 3rd string with some vibrato. So that whole part. Okay, for the next part, you're just gonna go down and hit like a rhythm chord down on F sharp minor. So I like to wrap my thumb around the top on the 2nd fret, and then I skip the 5th string completely, and then ring finger on the 4th, and then bar the rest of the way down on the 2nd fret. And you're gonna pluck it all at the same time with these 3 fingers on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, and then your thumb on the top. So, and then you're gonna slide all the way up to the 11th fret, and this is where he kind of makes some verticality out of the pentatonic scale. So all the way up to the 11th fret on the 5th string, and then 9th on the 4th string, 3rd string. So after this part, you're going to land on an A with an open E as your bass note. And for anyone that's not familiar with this A chord, you're just barring the 2 bottom strings with your pointer finger on the 5th fret, then you take the 6th fret, 3rd string with your middle, and then the 7th fret, 4th string with your ring. You're going to pluck those, just the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string with an open E. Okay, this next part is really a feel part. It's a bend, and he releases it and then bends back up a little bit higher, kind of like this. It's going to take a little bit of practice to kind of learn where you have to bend up to on your guitar. Every guitar is different. So this one right here, I go up slowly and then kind of release a little bit and then back up a half step higher. And then I release it 9th fret with my pointer on the 3rd and the bass note open E. So. Okay, so the next part is kind of a country turnaround based around the A chord. And you're just going to start on the 3rd fret with your pointer finger of the 3rd string and slide up to the 4th fret. And you're going to drop your middle finger on the 4th fret of the 1st string. And then back to the 3rd string, which is still ringing. And then land on a basic A chord. You're going to play the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. And then you're going to drop on the 4th fret, your pinky on the 3rd string, and your ring finger on the 6th string. So that's going to be just the 6th, the 4th, and the 3rd string you're playing with these fingers. And then down to the 2nd fret with your thumb on your bass note, playing the same strings, and then you land on an open E, playing the top 4 strings. You can hit the top 2 strings with your thumb and the next 2 strings with your pointer and middle. So quickly. So the next part is unique in that he sort of simulates a slide guitar with where he puts his vibratos. So it goes something like this. He starts on the 9th fret of the 3rd string, or if you're more comfortable, you can go to the 4th string, 14th fret. I like to go to the 3rd string because it's more of a trebly biting tone. And then you're going to add a lot of vibrato to the 12th fret of the high E, and then slide up from the 12th to the 14th on the second string. Sorry. And then 12, 14 again, but pick them out on the second string. So. And then you're going to go 12th fret of the high E. Still a lot of vibrato on each note, and this is where it helps to know your guitar neck. You're going to pre-bend all the way up as if it was the 16th fret. So you're simulating, all while on the 14th fret of the high E, these notes. So, and then lit off to the 12th fret of the high E. And then do that same slide on the second string, 12 to 14. So 12, 14 slide, and then hit those notes again, 12 to 14, second string. And then pre-bend 11th fret of the third string, and then 9th fret third string with your bass note, low E. Quickly. And then he has this little turnaround. It goes slide up to the 9, 11, this is on the 4th string, and then 9th third string. And notice he goes down to the regular open E on this, rather than the other E that we saw earlier, which is the same chord as slow dancing. He uses just the regular open E this time. So the next part is probably the most challenging riff in the song. It goes kind of something like this. So you're going to be sliding your ring finger on the 4th string all the way up to the 11th fret, and then 9th fret of the 3rd string, and then 11th fret of the 3rd string, slide up to the 13th, and then middle finger down on the 12th fret of the 2nd string. And this is a riff John uses in just about all of his songs. And then this little part, which is going to be the 12th fret of the 2nd string and the 10th fret of the 1st string. And then the 10th fret of the 2nd string and then 9th fret of the 1st string. And then you're going to slide up on the 4th string to the 13th fret. And then go the 13th fret of the 3rd string and the 14th fret of the 2nd string. Keep that same formation and drop it down to the 11th fret of the 3rd string and the 12th fret of the 2nd string. So, and then slide up to the 9th fret of the 4th string, and then you're going to play the 11th fret of the 4th string, the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and the 10th fret of the 2nd string. You'll recognize that formation from songs like Wait Until Tomorrow. And then he plays this little country turnaround again. And he gets really close to the bridge when he does this. And it's open A, 5th string, and then 2 to 4, hammer on, 5th string. And then you're going to go 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd string. And then he simulates the same notes he was doing up here, except lower on the neck with the higher strings. And he goes 6th fret, 3rd string, and then 5th fret, 1st string. A little vibrato, and then he kind of plays them again. The next part utilizes that same jazz chord from earlier, but you're going to move it all the way up to the 13th fret real quick from the 5th string down. It was middle finger 13th fret, ring finger 14th fret, pointer finger 12th fret, pinky 14th fret. So, starting with that chord, I'm going to tell you where the middle finger goes throughout this section, and you're just going to be moving the same formation up with wherever I tell you the middle finger is. You're going to be using that pinch technique with the thumb being responsible for the top two notes of the chord and the pointer finger being responsible for the bottom two, with the exception of the very first hit, which is just a heavy thumb through the chord with your pointer finger hitting the B string. A little shake, and then slide it up, middle finger landing on the 16th fret. Then back down, and then slide back up, middle finger 13, 12, 11. All while utilizing that pinch technique. So the next part lands us back in the same part of the fretboard that we started the song in. And for this part, try to let your thumb be responsible for the thicker strings, and your pointer finger be responsible for the higher strings. Start off with an open E. You're going to let that open E ring throughout the riff if you can, until we get back to the E string. We're going to go 9-11 5th string, hammer on, 9-11 4th string, hammer on, and then this 10th fret note on the 2nd string, which isn't a familiar note to the pentatonic scale. John likes to add it in a lot, like in Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, he does this. So sometimes that note will kind of make the song more interesting to your ears rather than going in the same circle of the pentatonic scale. So back to this riff. Open E, 9-11 hammer 5th, 9-11 hammer 4th, and then pull off 10-9 B, 2nd string, and then 11-9, 3rd string, and then 11, and then 11 again, and this is on the 4th string, with your thumb wrapped around the top, holding the 9th string, and then add some vibrato just to that 11th fret. So the next part to kind of get out of that quick riff is a series of bends. This type of bending was made popular by Hendrix. He would kind of bend up slow on the 2nd string and then lit out on the 3rd string. But John does it quickly here. And you'll see him even do this in Out of My Mind when he was with the John Mayer Trio. But so that's the 2nd string, 12th fret, quick sharp bend up, and then lit out 11th fret of the 3rd string, and then 9th fret 3rd string, and then 11th fret 4th string, and then back down to that F sharp minor. If you don't remember, from the top string down, 2nd fret with your thumb, nothing, 5th string, and then 4th fret, and then barred straight down with your pointer finger, only playing the 6th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Quickly. Okay, so we're kind of going down the home stretch now. After you land on this chord, it goes so. Up on the 11th fret of the 3rd string, you're going to bend up, and then back down. And then 9th fret with some vibrato, and you're going to grab this chord and just do kind of like a heartbeat pulse, and that chord is the 7th fret with your thumb, skip the 5th finger, and then straight down it goes 9, 8, 7. Pulse it, and then back down to that F sharp minor, and then that same riff again. You're going to do this quick staccato hit on that same A chord from earlier in the song, except with that open E again. So after that quick hit on the A, you're going to have a turnaround that goes like this. So you're going to start on the 5th string and do a slide with your ring finger from 9 to 11, and then do a catch with your pointer finger on the 4th string, very quick. And you're going to slide up on that same string from 9 to 11, and then back down to 9. That should be very quick and deliberate. And then slide down on the 5th string from 11 to 9. 9, and then down on the 7th fret of the 5th string, and then hit the open E 6th string. The last part is just a quick riff John does to wrap up this song. It goes like this. Your open E should already be ringing, and you're going to slide from 1 to 3 on the 6th string, and then do a hammer on 2 to 4 5th string, 2 to 4 4th string, and then when you hit that 4, slide up to the 6th fret, and then catch on the 3rd string with your pointer finger, 4th fret. So quickly, and then you're going to leave your ring finger where it is on the 6th fret of the 4th string, and drop your middle finger down to the 5th fret of the 2nd string. Keep that same formation, drop it down 2 frets to the 4th and 3rd, and then you're going to stack on the 2nd fret, 4th string, 2nd string, and then pull off with your pointer finger, which is on the 2nd string, and then finish with just an E playing the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string, and then hit the low E to finish off the song.